Buddy, you ready?
Yes.
Hey, hey, hey. Yep, we're live.
All right.
I can't find that.
Kind of
You
got
wanna-
Mason in here, but we don't have the I guess the star of the show's in here, aren't you?
Mason.
You enjoying your sucker?
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Welcome back to Kinfolk Farm. Hey guys, appreciate y'all coming over and checking us out live again.
2 thumbs up.
You got
Yeah,
two
we got
thumbs
2
up. Oh, you
thumbs up.
watching that, ain't you? Tell everybody. Say, hey, Annie Ann. Tell them, say.
Say thank y'all for the thumbs up.
Give us for the thumbs up.
You got 5 people watching. That's how many people's watching, and that's how many thumbs up you got. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? We'll let everybody get a chance to come in. We thought we'd try this live again. Let us know how it works. This is still...
Mommy's watching.
Yep, Mommy's there.
Mommy's
Annie Ann said
watching.
hey.
Annie Ann said, hey, Mason. So say, hey.
Hey.
Say, hey, stranger.
Hi, stranger.
Kind of fun, ain't it? Somebody got him a blue sucker. We just left Home Depot and running around getting some stuff to get ready to process chickens tomorrow. So,
Look, what did Mommy say?
take
Mommy
my
said
glasses
hi,
off, I can
everyone.
see.
I
Yeah,
like
give
how
every- We got Jackson out here with us.
Hey, Paula.
Uh-oh, he just threw up on you.
No, he's.
He did. Right there.
Oh.
He
Oh,
gave,
yeah,
he
he
gave
did.
you a little. He gave you a little white stuff.
Let me wipe that off. Step out.
He said, "Look at that blue mouth." Hey, Paula. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We're down here. You can see now Travis is gone. You can see we're down here at the meat chickens. We thought today would be talking meat chickens. If you guys are interested in learning anything about the chickens or got any questions about our chickens, we thought it'd be fun to do it down here with these guys today. Eggers and Bacon. Hey, Eggers and Bacon. I like that name. Yeah, we're out here hanging out with the meat chickens. We thought we're processing them tomorrow, so we thought, hey, buddy, we thought we'd come out here and do our live out here with these guys today. Yeah, we're processing tomorrow. Yep, sure are. We just left the store. That's where you got a sucker from. Getting stuff for that tomorrow, ice and all that stuff. What happened to your chin? Oh, I'll let Travis tell you.
So we pulled something out.
Show him your chin, buddy.
So we were pulling, I think it was dinner out of the oven or something. I can't remember. And Mason was excited.
And I touched it and it burnt me.
Yeah, he touched the pan with his chin because I had it just right on the edge, and he, right as I looked, I said, Mason, back up, don't touch that. And he barely got it, but just enough to, yeah, he was not very happy.
But the cookies were good.
Hey, we got a farm in Hogansville. Pattyway Farms. This is right above. Yeah, it was
True
a big
blue, hey.
alley.
Let's see, who was that?
That one right there.
James Petaway. I think James Petaway, I think he's the one, oh, you're the fireman, right, James? Aren't you the one that's been wanting to come down for processing and all that stuff to check out processing? And I didn't ever get back to you about, you comment, I think it was James that commented about wanting some cuttings from our elderberries. And I just hadn't got around to commenting you back. I apologize for that. I'm the worst on this Facebook and stuff. I'm the worst. I have to actually, I don't want to tell you, I'm the worst at all this stuff. I love getting out here videoing and editing. I'm just addicted to it. But all the other stuff I'm still trying to learn. Yeah. But I think James is the fireman that lives out here somewhere. I'm not sure. That was about the elderberry. That's right. Oh, you're a trucker. Awesome, man.
So you're with us. We're
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're not. Did you
Yeah,
touch something? Or?
I don't know. Every time I seem to touch something, I mess something up. I just over here checking out the comments. It's buffering. Okay. Gotta love country in it. James, it's been pretty good. This is our 3rd one. And last 2, we didn't hardly have any problem. We were all the way down at the lake. We did another one on the deck last week in a huge storm. It's so hot outside. It's back now. Okay, good. Yeah. We're sitting under, we try to make sure we have some shade sitting out here because this scorch, it's not really humid today. It actually, all that humidity pushed out. But I'd love to show you all these pears, man. Look at these pear trees we're sitting under. Look at all the pears. Thing is just absolutely loaded with pears. Super excited about that. But yeah, y'all keep us up to date. Little feet. Hey, Kim and Dawn, how y'all doing? I hadn't got a chance to do y'all's collaboration video yet. I have been super busy. I've been really lacking sleep. I've only getting about 5 hours of sleep a day. And with this night shift, I've been trying to force myself to sleep longer, so I haven't been able to do any videos or anything. Just the first two. Yep, set a reminder on my phone. Awesome, man. Thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to make sure I get better sleep because I have really been having a hard time getting back every night, and I don't want to wreck an 18-wheeler. I've never had so far. So good, but Kim, I'm still it's going on my head how I want to do the video. And I think I've done one of those before, that collab you tagged me in. I think I've done one of those before, the 10 reasons why I like the homestead. I even thought about doing the 10 reasons live. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Sort of like what you guys did. I thought that was pretty awesome. I don't think it was live, but it was still pretty cool how y'all did it unedited and all that stuff. I'm an edit freak. So how's everybody's week going? Y'all doing good?
Good.
Someone said it's humid.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Ooh, that breeze
Jesus,
feels good.
Lord is having humidity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, our humidity's finally pushed out. We actually got some clouds. We got a lot of clouds, and we're sitting under this pear tree, so it's really nice.
The 3 day, well, 2.5, 3 days of rain we had, it definitely brought our humidity level up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyone have fun questions? about
Hey,
meat
Maria.
chickens?
Is that Maria? Oh my goodness! I swear, I need a remote control. There's Michelle. There's your sister. There's
Hey,
there's
Michelle's-
Aunt Shell's on there. Hey, Aunt Shell.
Hi, Aunt Shell.
1
It is
minute at a
going
time,
good.
Aunt Show.
Pretty good. Canned my tater harvest yesterday.
Dang.
Awesome. First canning of the year. Man, that is great, Paula. That is awesome. Kim and Jessica. Kim's still over there, and we had more cases come into her. She found out today there are more cases of the virus come into her little retirement place today. So she's getting really upset with having to stay over there. My pear trees are dying.
Aunt Show said,
Got
hey,
some kind of
Mason.
blight. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Aunt
There's no
Shell.
cure. I'm just sick of that. Oh man, that stinks.
I said, blow her a kiss, Mason.
Hey Mason. Somebody
18
said, hey.
jars, dang.
Oh, Aunt Shell said, hey Mason.
That's
I hate
exciting.
scrolling through them comments.
Oh,
I need
that's
me
a-
a separate phone. I need me a separate phone or a computer. Yeah, that stinks. 50 cases at our
Dang.
church, man. My wife has moved into our guest house because of this, just to sort of be on the safe side. And every time they hear another case, it adds 2 weeks to her being separated from us. And she actually come over today and she just looks like she's about to lose it. She just looks so unhappy. It's so sad.
Aunt Shell wants a blow pop, a sucker.
They should have came to the store with Papa, right?
Or you can go to the store with Papa.
He knows. He goes with Papa. We're getting some suckers.
And Kit Kats.
Y'all, and a Kit Kat. We didn't get a Kit Kat. Here in a little while, we're gonna have some fun with Mason. We're gonna have him go catch y'all a chicken. So, like I said, we're down here with the meat birds because tomorrow we're processing. And if y'all got any questions about our meat birds, just throw them out there.
Yeah, we'll grab one in a minute.
Yeah,
I
let y'all check 'em
took
out.
Jackson to let him get outside.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, that is awesome being able to can that much. We have yet
that's
to
a
grow.
lot.
Yeah, we haven't grown potatoes.
Mm-mm.
Well, we tried one time, and they didn't work out. And we don't have the greatest green thumbs at growing stuff. So
Nancy Drew, how you doing? The corn and beans are. I could turn the camera around. We're
So
actually
we
sitting
can
there.
go walk over there. And show
Yeah, we
real
can go walk
quick.
up. There's the corn. The corn's right there, and that's our little third garden where we're fighting the deer and all that stuff. I actually got
7 thumbs up.
7 thumbs
seven
up.
thumbs up. Tell him what to do, Mace.
Hit that thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up.
Everybody hits the thumbs up.
There you go. But I actually got my the other 2 alarms in. I got them in yesterday, and I just ain't had time to put them
That
up.
was 9 thumbs up. Now 11.
Feed them a lot, Aunt Show.
Yeah.
Spend a
I
lot of
got a
time.
guy from work that gave me the most awesome suggestion to keep deer out. And like I said, I do a lot of these videos. I'm just hung up on these deer eating all my stuff over here. But this was one of those spur of the moment gardens where we just decided, hey, I got all this extra space. Let's grow some stuff. And I got some stuff from Paula. I'm dying to plant, but I don't want to just grow it. I don't want to plant it just to feed the deer. We're holding off on a bag of okra that big that we want to plant. I just know as soon as I plant it, it's just going to be a waste of time. But I need to get, I had a guy at work give me an awesome suggestion to keep the deer out. So did the soap work yet? I haven't even been back there to check.
We did do the soap.
We did. I did a video
but I
of it,
haven't
but
checked.
I hadn't been back there to check, Paula. I hadn't even been back there. Like I said, I'm trying to get caught up on more sleep because I hadn't been sleeping good the last couple of weeks.
And then I was gonna say some of the innards, like we keep the livers and hearts, And then he's talking about keeping some of the other stuff.
Yeah, the gizzards and all that, because we don't eat that. But I'm gonna start saving that for turtle trapping bait. Me and him just gonna start turtle trapping again this weekend.
Don't grab your brother's hair, baby.
We're just gonna get back into the turtles again.
Okay.
Because it's time. It's time. We got to at least get one turtle to eat this year, right?
Right.
At least one big one. So, and we haven't been turtle trapping in a while. So behind. Yeah. Well, y'all got a lot going on too, Kim. Stream with the downy trash bags. Yeah, that was a good idea too. I sort of want to save it for a video, but it'll probably be next year for I do it. I had a guy at work tell me the way he kept deer out of his place, and he swore by it. He said it's so sad, but it works. He said he took a 1-wire electric fence and put it about knee high all the way around his garden. He said you take and put aluminum foil around it.
13 thumbs up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I finished Papa.
And then he said you take peanut butter and put on that aluminum foil, and he said you don't see no more deer. He said they come and they taste that peanut butter, buddy, and they are out of there. And he said he usually uses peanut butter to hunt with, and he said it works great. He said, but you put that peanut butter on electric wire, and them deer will stop coming.
I was gonna say, James said he has 75
That's what a
meat
turtle
birds.
tastes like. Hold on. What's that?
What
Go
do
ahead.
turtles taste like? Good.
Yeah, I was gonna let you.
But
finish
yeah,
it.
James, what? Because I'll give you a minute to comment while he's talking. What kind of meat birds did you get? And that is awesome. They're fun. Hopefully you have a plucker, because 75 is a lot.
Yeah, 75 is a lot of birds
But
without
it's
a
very
plucker.
exciting.
I've heard too that do that with peanut butter. That was my first time hearing that, and I couldn't stop laughing. I said I got to set that up with the cameras and all. That'd be a lot of fun. But turtles.
Tastes like
We've tried them
meat.
fried, and they just taste like fried turtle. They don't taste muddy like you would think. They seem like they would taste muddy. They don't taste muddy. They just taste really good. They taste like a good clean chicken to me. I mean, everybody says it sounds like chicken. It tastes like chicken.
But you let yours clean out.
I let mine sit for about 2 weeks in a pool. I let mine sit in a big tub for about 2 weeks of water, and they'll clean themselves out. And I don't feed them or anything. It sounds bad, but turtles go forever without eating us. They're a dinosaur. But and my wife made a Brunswick or some kind of stew out of turtle. It was awesome, wasn't it? That stew she made last year. You remember that?
If I was there for it.
Oh my God, it was so good. That's all I want to cook it with it now. The fried I didn't enjoy it. I liked the fried, but the stew was really, really good.
Yeah, we
got
talked
a ton of
about
comments I'm missing.
Yeah, James has Cornish cross, and they're fun. We did those, I think, our second time, or maybe even our first. I don't remember. I'm not a fan of Cornish cross at all. We'll show you our birds in a minute.
Yeah.
The only problem with ours is they do take 4 weeks longer than the Cornish cross, but and Cornish cross, when we raised them, we lost a little prematurely.
You just have so much death with Cornish cross, and when you go to move the pins, they don't want to move. You can't get them to move. We have to get Mason to run around back and try to scare them, and then and if you run over one with your little chicken tractor, it is just going to break its hip, it's going to break its leg, and now you got a bird that you got to get rid of, or try to heal him up, which is almost impossible.
Hey, Corey and Olivia here. Sorry, keep going.
It's so. Oh, Corey and Olivia here. Hey guys, thanks for taking care of Aaron last week. But yeah, it's just so hard with those Cornish cross birds, and I like I'm funny about that. I like all my stuff to be out and having as much fun as possible for the time that they're here on our farm. And I say fun, but just to seem to be more natural. The Cornish cross just don't look natural to me, and I don't like them. Don't get me wrong, they are fantastic, delicious birds. And we'll end up doing them again. I know we will. We'll end up doing them again. But these Freedom Rangers are the way to go. They're awesome. They're awesome.
Then
we'll have him go catch one here in a minute, bring one over here. You want to catch
Patty
a chicken
Wells,
for us in a minute?
When he was telling me about the deer idea, I said, if we can catch that on film, that'd be awesome to watch the deer stay out of our garden.
If I miss a bunch of y'all's comment, hey Richard, hey man, you made it.
Hey.
Richard, I forget where you're from, but I know you're from a long ways away,
Australia,
and I appreciate.
New Zealand. It's one of the islands. I know
he's
that.
way out there, and I really appreciate all your comments and stuff. Thanks so much, man. You're awesome.
I think somebody else said. Little Feet's processing. What are you processing tomorrow? Chickens?
I think they said they had some chickens too. I hate messing with this phone. I know I'm gonna end up cutting it off and stuff. Every time I touch it, Cornish are a mess, but I keep doing them. I know we've done it too.
And what kind of turtles do you catch? Someone asked.
The common snapping turtles.
Yeah.
Just a common snapping turtle. If you catch an alligator, they're alligator
read 'em over
snapping turtle, they're endangered. You have to let them go. Ronnie Hall, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Ronnie?
Snellville pushing 6,000 volts, 4 strands. Would love to see those deer stick their stick their noses on that. That'd be awesome.
Whew, ain't too bad. 7:15.
That's not bad. Get your coffee in you and sit here and watch Kinfolk farm. I'll have to do 12. Yeah, 12's good. That's not
a good
bad.
start.
Yeah, that's a great start. That's a great. We do
New
50.
Zealand. Sorry, keep going.
New Zealand, awesome, Paul, Richard. But we do 50, and then as soon as he's done, we have meat ducks coming in. We wanted to do meat ducks this year, so we're going to do meat ducks, process them, and then do another 50 chickens
Richard's watching.
to get us through the year. That'll be our birds for the year, outside of quail. You having fun, buddy?
Yeah.
He's just loving being outside.
James was talking about our Freedom Rangers, how they act like chickens, and they are. We'll show them to you. The one problem I don't like with our Freedom Rangers is they look, because we have a mixture of egg layers, they look similar. So I know one year for sure the egg layer got in there, and we eventually found it and got it out, but because they blend in with them, and this year the egg layers haven't really been bothering them as much.
What makes a meat duck? I think the Peking ducks, those big white ones, they
grow faster.
They grow faster. They're just a big bird, like the Indian runners and all that stuff. Now listen, this is our first year doing ducks, so I'm learning all this stuff like you guys. The Indian runners, they're just a real skinny bird. They're more of an egg bird. The khaki Campbells that we have, they're egg birds. As soon as they start laying, they're supposed to lay way more than the chickens. And as the chickens die down, the ducks won't. They're bred for eggs.
And I mean, the not the khaki Campbells, but the Peking, we could keep them for eggs.
Yeah, we could keep them.
But they're just going to be raised straight for
us to put up.
Yeah, to eat. So they're just designated for that. Because I mean, even the khaki Campbells, we can eat them. And so yeah. Somebody asked,
"Hey Patty, how you doing?" The grapes are doing good. I try to give everybody an idea of how we're sort of sitting. That's our little small vineyard right there. That's sitting right in front of the chicken coop over there. But the grapes are doing great. They're doing fantastic right now. If we can keep the Japanese beetles off of them. I got some cool suggestions in that video I just did.
I don't think I've ever.
I can't remember what it was called. Some kind of spore, something spore. I'm going to be looking for that to put out. It's supposed to kill the larva of the beetles and work for like 15 to 20 years. It's $40 for a little bag, but it seems for the way these beetles are, it would be way worth the money, because the little bags we put out, I don't know. Oh, I got one right there. The little bags that we put out, little Japanese beetle traps, they work good. I mean, it's one of the things you set out and it just doesn't catch them all. I just went over there and shook I shook the trees, our fruit salad trees. I just shook them and it was like rain with those beetles. They find what they like, and they just, like locusts, they attack it. And they really put a hurting on your muscadines. But the grapes are doing fantastic. Actually, this little vineyard I just showed you guys is our 3rd year vineyard. We should have tons and tons of grapes off it this year. And the other one that I'm putting in out there, the big pasture, those vines are 2nd year, and half of them are already putting on. So we're super excited this year. And I just bought more posts today. So starting today and from here on, it's going to be muscadines till I'm done with this thing, because I probably have a couple of 100 T-posts to buy, and then I got another couple of 100 plants to buy. Milky spore, sure was, Eddie, and thank you so much. That stuff I've been doing some reading on that the last day or so. That stuff is supposed to be incredible. I have never even heard of it. I've never heard of it. They said Doug and Stacy did a video on it, and it's supposed to be amazing. Spread it out like a fertilizer type, and it kills all the larvae in the ground so they don't hatch next year.
That'll be good.
Yeah, so we're going to definitely look into getting some of that. I know, guys, I'm missing a ton of y'all's comments. I'm sort of leaving it up to Travis, because every time I seem to touch it, I cut the camera off. You have any luck with a rotary slasher bush hog?
And Patty Price asked you real quick, Mason, are you being a big helper today?
Yeah.
I see the bush hog.
Always.
Oh, from the one we got from Mr. Henry, that thing worked like the day he bought it, didn't it, Travis?
Oh, yeah.
We got one little problem with it. As it slides onto the shaft, it's got the connector that slides onto the PTO. Yeah. As it slides on that shaft, it doesn't have a way to lock. And so we tried it for a while, and as I got to riding, it came off. and fell, that little drive shaft. And so we put it back on, but it don't have a way to lock. And I'm thinking I can replace that front end off of it and buy another one. I'm sure there's a way to do it. But man, that thing worked like the day he bought it. It is fantastic. We've got such great neighbors out here. We're just so fortunate.
I was gonna say Jackson's good, Aunt Shell. He's just being fussy for mommy, so I took him for a break. And they said the spore takes a few years.
I need to go watch that, James.
Yeah, they say because Annie Ann, I think, said it takes a few years, but it's supposed to work. And I mean, especially since we're not planning. Well, he's not planning to leave this farm. I am. It would be worth to invest in to do that, so we don't have to worry about that regularly. Because I mean, planting all the fruit trees, that's a long-term investment anyways.
We got lucky with this place. They had two of these pear trees. I showed y'all that a minute ago. They had two of these pear trees, and they're just huge pear trees. We're sitting under them now, and they're loaded with pears. Yes, sir.
Tomorrow morning we're doing meat chickens. We're gonna process them.
We can keep one rooster on a meat chicken.
This is
you want to keep a
Jackson.
rooster? I don't think we're going to keep any roosters, but
Thank
we don't
you.
need any roosters.
Yeah, he doesn't make it into a ton of videos,
Yeah, he's inside, hanging out with mom.
and he ties down my arm, making it harder to do stuff. So
Yeah, we were pretty lucky with this place, though. They had two big pear trees on here, and then they had a persimmon tree that sat in the middle of the pasture, and it broke my heart to cut it down. It was 40 foot high, and it stayed just loaded with persimmons, and we killed deer under that thing. It was so easy. Hey, Joanne.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we do. Welcome.
and well, you keep going outside.
But I hated cutting that persimmon tree down, but that's where I was planning on putting my muscadines in that vineyard, and I had 4 beautiful dogwood trees, and in the south it's just a sin, you don't cut down a dogwood, but I had to cut all those down just to make sure I had a real nice pretty field out there. Yes, couplings there should be. Yeah, because I think Richard works on cars and stuff. Works on
Be
stuff.
safe,
Because
little
there
farm.
should be a hole that you
farm.
can put a bolt through on the top. Yeah, we're going to be looking into fixing that, because that little cutter works great. I think we're just going to leave it at Travis's, and that way all I got to do is if I take the tractor over there, I have one already over there.
And
I'm
if
trying
we
to
wanna
get a bunch of implements over there, so I can just
say if we
move the
wanted to
tractor.
bring the plow over there, we could have 2 implements, so we don't have to.
Keep dropping and hooking and moving around, and yeah.
And yes, I commented down below, Paul, but I will definitely be doing it on my farm too, because I have a few things planted. I have 11 pecans and a few trees, which actually we were out there 2 days ago, and I looked at a bunch, and they were doing okay. So a bunch actually died, which is a bummer. But I think I have too many trees, so.
Yeah, he's living in a pine forest. He's got a ton of pines, planted pines. They're in them nice rows. They're big, they're huge. But I think you got plans for that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking into getting them thinned just so that because half the land is my brother's family, brother and his wife, and they're going to be building, so we're going to possibly get theirs cleared off for that. And then I want to get mine thinned and maybe a few pastures put in so I can plant and do and so I just have room to work, because right now it's thick pines and it's hard, but definitely I will want to do everything I can now to keep the beetles out, especially if it takes a few years. So
What you thinking, man? You want to have some fun, catch a chicken? Think you can catch one? Y'all want to see Mason catch a chicken?
Yes.
and Nana's here.
Nana's in. Say, hey, Nana.
Yeah.
You can
Richard
holler over
said-
there at the house. Hey, Nana.
Richard said your tongue matches Pawpaw's shirt.
Oh, I turned my comments off, didn't I?
Yeah.
I do that every time. I hate fooling with this phone. Drives me nuts. Looking good,
You
Mason.
get just animals on our trail camera.
Animals.
Well, besides us, we do capture ourselves on there, but I haven't. When we've set them up on my property, we haven't seen any other humans trespassing.
No, we don't have any problems out here. We don't have the guy that hunts this property back here. We know him. We let him turkey hunt over here, which he didn't get to see anything this year. Travis, y'all's land is in Meriwether County.
Yep.
Shane hunt. Yep. Matter of fact, it's kind of neat, man. The first deer we shot together is right in their front yard. I'll be able to say that, you know. Hey, right there's where we killed our first deer together, me and my grandson.
And it's actually in the pecan orchard area, so
Yeah.
it should keep generating more deer, especially as the pecans get bigger.
Man, they're in deer heaven over there. They got 100 acres across the street. There's just not that he owns, but there's land everywhere. Just, you know, we're out here in Meriwether County. It's nothing but land and farms. Does soap work on any of the new tracks? No, I don't know. We hadn't been out there since I put the soap out. I've been trying to get more sleep. I've only getting a couple hours sleep. I got a crying baby. We just got a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't been getting a lot of sleep here lately. So I've been trying to stay. I've been forcing myself to stay in the bed.
We wondered also what got into the quail.
Never got a picture.
Yeah, the one that showed up behind it, the 7 pictures, it didn't work, and the 10 was just all us. So that was a bummer. But so far we haven't lost any more since fixing it all up. Sounds good, Jess. But yeah, so far nothing's bothered them since we fixed it back up, and I put the I can't remember what, the chicken wire up.
Oh, chicken, buddy.
And so, yeah, with doing that, because you think with the smaller plastic wire or mesh.
What the turkey was eating the quail?
I don't think a turkey was. Turkeys typically don't. It's something grabbing them.
It was probably a raccoon or something. And we didn't think about that. It's probably a raccoon or possum. Could be a possum.
Or possibly my cat, because my cat is a hunter, which is good, but not for our animals. And the only one he hunts is our
hey, man.
He'll eat the quail. We're not 100% ready, but it only takes us a few minutes to pull out all the equipment to do it. And I was supposed to have done that yesterday, but I ended up going to the feed store, and then we ended up doing that again today. So we're a little bit behind on that, but it won't take too long.
Dave, we are ready to process the chickens. We're actually sitting out here. We thought we'd have some fun, let him catch one and bring them over here. And I was going to wait to that 30-minute mark. And let's see, Softshell Show. I'll get that in a minute. James Howell. Hey, that's my last name. We might be related, brother. I'll answer it in just a second. But yeah, we're ready to process chickens, Dave. We're going to do it tomorrow, and I hope you guys are coming, and I hope you have a big incubator, because we got a bunch of eggs for you, buddy. I got a ton of quail eggs. Hey, man. My poor wife. Come over here and sit with us.
I was going to say, we got 7 18 count packs right now.
Yeah, we got a bunch of quail eggs. So if you're ready to hatch, we got a bunch. And if you can't get them all in the incubator, boil them up and eat them.
Yeah.
So because we'll get another 20 tomorrow. We get 20. We're getting around 20 a day now. Mm-hmm. So they're ready to go. And James, you live right down the street. We've never met you before. I know Dave and Darcy from Twins Two-Seater Homestead, but Microfarm. But yeah, I know you lived right down the street. If y'all interested in getting started quail, I'm about to make a sort of how-to quail video coming up. It's sort of something I got in my mind. Because it just drives me crazy. Everybody asks so many questions about quail, and of course we never did quail for a long time, and then I said, let's try it, see how it works. Everybody should raise quail. So I would say get quail before chickens. Quail are so easy to raise. I had to do a video. I think I've done one before, but I want to do a video about just sort of show everybody how easy it is to raise quail for people that have small little homesteads and want to produce some meat or some eggs on their farm. It's just the easiest thing, because you've got chickens, they want to roam. You got to worry about them eating so much food. It's just so much easier to do quail, and you get an egg every single day. You get an egg every day, and you can train them to lay through the winter. You put a light on, keep a light on them, and they'll lay all through the winter. So quail are so simple, so simple. Everybody should have quail. Just super easy.
The softshell turtle.
The Softshell Turtle. We've caught We'll be there. No early. Hey, that's great. No problem. Well, look, I want to show y'all something.
Paula,
look.
what's up? I need to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody.
Paula, tell her to put out more cooking videos. Tell her the zucchini bread.
He wants me to make more zucchini bread.
Yeah, she made some yesterday, man. It was so good. Look here. We got the 6 foot. You stay over there, right? Yeah. We got everybody coming out here today.
It's nice outside.
Yeah, it's nice. Come over here. Oh, that's right. You can't sit over here, can you? Oh, baby. More video on foods. Yes, Jessica can do it. My girls can cook. Jessica and Kim can lay it down. And my wife, like I say, she made the turtle stew that was phenomenal. Oh, you asked about the softshell turtles. We've caught them, but we don't eat them. I feel too bad. If you don't know the truth, I feel too bad. I can't kill them. They're too sad looking. They're just a cute little turtle. I can't kill anything harder like that. I'm so weird. Richard said, hey, Kim. Everybody's saying, hey, how do you keep the meat chickens from getting too hot? Okay, they're good. Meat chicken question.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, mamas. I'm going to get to it soon.
Night, Jack.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Have fun. Love you.
All right.
I know my comments are slowed behind.
Yeah,
actually.
she could stand. So oh, Kim's reading comments too. How do you keep the meat chickens from getting too hot? We
just
don't.
have
We just
a tarp and
it's
5
a
gallons of
tarp.
water in
Yeah,
there every
they
day.
go through 5 gallons of water every single day.
So,
And there's not a lot of shade outside. Well, there's the big pine trees. Y'all can see we got the big pines out here. That chicken coop's under a big pine right there beside it, where you see Jessica walking. And sometimes we'll work them underneath the pear trees. We can't run them over there near the muscadines. We learned that their poop kills your muscadine vines, so we've had to plant a bunch because we ran them straight through the middle of the muscadines one time, and Ison said, "Whoa, that's the worst thing you could have ever done." Come on here and stand, baby. You want to sit down? You want a chair?
No.
You sure?
Come out, say hey.
put meat
I was
chickens
about to
in the
fall
freezer.
asleep.
That is definitely a way to keep them cold. And ours are about to get that treatment tomorrow.
Yeah, but we don't do anything as far as that. And we don't really raise them. Of course, we're doing the ducks this summer. We try to do our chickens early spring and in the fall. We don't do them in the winter no more. It's just a pain in the butt with the water freezing and all that. We done learn we don't do them in the winter.
Our first batch we did was through winter, and Georgia doesn't get terrible winters.
But it did that year.
Yeah, that year, and so it was rough because they were still going through a good bit of water, and so I had to run warm water from inside out so that they could get water, and I had to do it multiple times and all that.
Chicken in the freezer, yeah.
The kids do great at processing time.
He'll be there. He'll be on the video tomorrow. I'll be videoing
Yeah.
tomorrow, and he'll be right there, and he wants the knife and everything. I know everybody, a 5-year-old with a knife.
And he'll get the innards out with us.
He has the ball, and we let him. That's how you. Hey, when I was a kid, we had knives. We had, man, you didn't ride a bike with a helmet. I tell my daughter how we used to play cops and robbers when we were kids, and the way you pulled over a robber was you ride up beside him as fast as you could, and you kick the front tire where the handlebars would spin, and we, oh, how we laughed.
I played that game.
You want to play that
Let's
game?
not.
Sounds fun, don't it? Yeah,
somebody else asked it.
Nowadays I think kids are just raised up so soft, and it affects them when they get older.
And
My little
we
opinion.
will, both
I
of us
think-
will be filming butchering from our perspectives.
Hey, Papa,
I have.
Papa, let's play
Yep.
that
Thank you,
game.
Patty.
Let's play that
I'll do
game.
one.
Let's play that game one day.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kate.
Processing
Kylie,
this summer's a
Kaylee.
drag with flies.
You
Yes, it
play the
is.
You play the game you was talking about.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Papa don't hardly get on a bike much no more. Papa don't hardly ride bikes no more.
Yeah, for us doing it during the summer, I mean, it's so hot, and then just
You got
I don't know. We
20.
didn't think the birds did as well during the summer with it being so hot and all that, and then we didn't enjoy it as much, so we just decided we're gonna cut it out.
Tell 'em.
Give me 30 thumbs up and I'll grab a chicken.
Say 2 more thumbs up and you'll go grab a chicken, right?
2 more thumbs up and I'll grab a chicken, right?
Say we need 30.
I need 30.
We got 35 people watching. There's 35 people watching
One
you
more
right
away,
now.
May.
Oh, we need one more. There
Oh,
it
there
is,
you go.
31.
Boom.
All right.
You ready to go?
You
get
ready to go
chicken?
grab one?
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
processing in the summer is rough because it's hot. We just got a bunch of comments.
Yeah,
Might go have to go help him.
yeah.
I'll come open this.
Grab. Don't let him fly away. Bring him over. Yeah, it's in the mid 80s right now, but the humidity is pushed out with that storm. The humidity's pushed out.
I'll come grab one of these two that's outside.
There's 2 that got out.
Come push those ones. Give me one.
I bet he can't catch.
He had one.
Oh, dude.
We'll leave Mason
We
busy
got
with
him one.
his.
Grab him hard, Mason. Hold him hard. Pick him up. They're huge. These birds have just gotten giant. Pick him up, buddy, and bring him here. Grab him.
Wrap your arm around him.
Hold him tight. Hold his wings so he don't flap.
I'm gonna go try getting that other one back in.
Now, there's your chicken, right? Look how big they are. They're just a huge, just have gotten giant. All right. You got away from you.
I wash my hands.
Yeah, you need to go wash your hands.
I really want.
We'll check all y'all's comments in a second when I go back. That one won't see him. Walk that one around, Mace. Well, there it is. There's the meat chickens.
Well, can you go back inside and do it by yourself? Well, I'm gonna stay out here for a minute.
Oh, he wants to do the hose. Hose on the back.
Okay.
I'll see if I can go back. Hey, from Florida. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll wait. They're out here catching chickens. They are huge compared to the white ones. Well, the white ones get just as big. They get really big, but we raised these 4 weeks longer. Jack's already passed out. Oh, I know he was tired. Darcy just got home from work. She said, hey, Darcy, how you doing? Can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Tell her we got a ton of eggs. I hope y'all have a huge incubator.
And I can't wait to meet y'all.
It's 87 there, Patty. It is, it's in the 30s. I was reading that 30 comment. It's
86.
86, okay. Yeah, they're just a good bird. I mean, they just walk around. They do everything. Like the Cornish cross, if we had them right now, they'd be laying down and they had their mouth open. It's like they're hot. They just look. I mean, that's what they're bred for. They look like just an obese, nasty old bird.
Real quick, I don't know if you ever hit this up. James asked what's the best way to contact us. Instagram works well for us.
Yeah.
If you find our personal pages, Facebook works better for me on that. I set up a farm page on there or whatever, and it doesn't give me notifications. I don't know how. I still try to use it, and I try to check it regularly, but that doesn't work for me well. Instagram works a lot better.
Yeah, you can do it on Facebook. I need to start doing a lot better. I think I had, like I said, I think that was you that left me the comment, and I apologize about that. We hadn't done any cuttings from that, except we did that one where we added some more to our property, and I can't remember when you're supposed to do any cuttings. Maybe when you come down, if you come down. We're excited to meet y'all. I can't wait. But maybe if you come down, we can cut y'all a couple of strips off. I think this is the time to do it, ain't it? Do some cutting. I don't know. I think we just randomly went out there. It might have been right at the first of spring or something. But my God, they grow so fast. That's the craziest tree ever. The elderberry is amazing how fast it grows. And just out of the dirt, they just start shooting trees all out of the dirt. It's really neat.
And Sue asked what did you tell about the garden or no? Well, I guess you wouldn't. We got cucumbers growing, cucamelons, squash and zucchini, and the beans are ready.
And we got some extra squash we didn't grow.
Yep, we're growing extra squash.
A lot of extra squash.
We got some spaghetti squash that is like right on the edge. I made a video about the garden, and it'll actually come out next week sometime. We just did it yesterday. Mason had fun going through the garden with me. Yeah. We got tomatoes that are getting close. A lot of stuff's going in there. Yeah. Trying to see what else I'm catching up on.
But things are going good. Like I say, I want to do a quail video. I think everybody should raise quail. They're just so easy. And James, like I say, you don't live far from here. If you want to do quail, now's the time to do it. For the fact our eggs are coming on. We're getting about 20 a day. It wouldn't take 3 or 4 days to get you a whole flock. And we're getting about a 50% hatch rate. That's why we put so many eggs. Right now I got 70 eggs on the incubator. We got a brooder house full of babies that are just a couple weeks old. We have the big pen that I put a video out. We got 50 in there, I think, and we have about 40 or 50 that we get eggs from. And they're full grown at 8 weeks. I mean, 8 weeks you're getting eggs. Yeah, and they grow super, super fast. It's amazing how fast they grow. 8 weeks they're full grown laying eggs. You thin out your males if you want some to eat, or if you want to hatch out a bunch and just keep a bunch of females for eggs. I mean, you can have, it's just easy, easy, easy.
I want to say we tried, switching subjects. Patty, I feel like we've tried the zucchini noodles, the zoodles or whatever. If I remember correctly, we did like them. We had one of the things to do it. And then Annie Ann wants to know about your quail. What
Japanese Coturnix quail. They're a meat quail. Another thing is good about that, they ain't like a Bob White. When they fly out, they take off. These Japanese Coturnix quail, when they fly, they might.
And I'll show you my tongue.
What is that?
2 more thumbs up.
2 more thumbs up, huh? But, the Japanese Coturnix quail, they don't fly maybe 15 foot, and then they'll sort of hit the ground and roll, and you can walk over there and pick them up. You might have one more flight out of them, but after that, they tired. They don't fly away. They're just an easy bird to raise. And there's so many ways you can raise them. You can raise them in a little rabbit hutch and or on these hoop-style pens. There's just so many different ways to raise them. Like I say, people with a little 1 acre plot that say they don't, or a half acre, say they don't have a room to raise this, quail are ideal. They're just ideal. You can raise them in the corner of your house, have a few birds, and you don't have to have a whole flock. You can have 5 or 6 birds and have eggs all week.
Mm-hmm.
And I boil mine. I don't scramble them or anything. We just boil them and eat them on our salad. I eat salad every day, so we just boil them and put them on our salad. The kids love to boil them, and they dip them in honey mustard for their sauce, their snacks with their sandwiches and stuff.
More birds.
Coming down in September, man, that'd be awesome.
For my birthday, we'll celebrate.
Man, that'd be awesome.
More birds.
Paula, that'd be great.
Yeah, Paula said she'd go.
We wouldn't have no problem with that. I think it'd be fun to have some folks come out. I'm trying to think what all's going on in September.
Well, muscadines.
Yeah, oh yeah, muscadines be going crazy in September. I need to learn about chicken processing. How do I come down tomorrow and provide free labor and let you twist my arms some more about quail too? All right, we can set that up. Need to figure out how to send you my address and you come down. We'll be here all day tomorrow.
She said, I'll do zucchini bread real soon.
Travis.
She made 4 loaves. And yeah, we need to do the noodles again. I love my birthday. Yeah. I don't mind getting older every year. It's fun.
You need to send Travis a friend request or something.
Do you do James. Instagram or?
Yeah, and he'll send you an address. He'll send you an address. We'd love to have some free labor.
Yeah, because if you find...
There's 50 birds. People think you zip through them. You don't.
No, and we're not the greatest.
And we're lazy too. We're lazy too.
So.
Hamburger. Okay, man. Well, I'll try that.
I was gonna say, Jessica was telling me the other day that Gordon Ramsay made a video on how to crack quail eggs easier, and we gotta. She said we're gonna have to rewatch it because we've tried frying them up, and we do it over a knife, and it's a little harder. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I'll check it.
What Mommy said.
Yeah, James, that'd be nice to meet you. I would love to meet you, man. Come over and we can hang out.
Aunt Shell's trying to figure out how to thumbs up. Aunt Shell, the thumbs up. Let me pull up on how to do it on my phone.
And you learn how to do your own meat chickens, James. It's super, super easy.
Are you raising
meat? Didn't you say he's raising meat chickens, James? You got some meat chickens?
There's a trucker one. I remember that.
Okay, that's him then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mommy said, Paula, that sounds good. Aunt Shell, the thumbs up. You need to back out of the live chat, and it'll show up with that screen, and then you hit that thumbs up. Aunt Shell wants to see your blue tongue, I'm guessing, because she's looking at thumbs up.
Oh, one more thumbs up, huh? Need a skinny metal spatula for fine quail eggs. Yeah, I bet. We always just boil them. I boil a couple of packs all at one time and throw them in the fridge. That way, every time I get ready for work, I can scoop them out, throw them in a bowl, and I know I got them from work because I snack on at work.
Yeah, Facebook works for you just fine. Just Travis Wright on Facebook. Yeah. And you should recognize my face.
We'd love to labor more. It'd be neat to have somebody come out to us. Time to start opening up a little bit.
Yep, Aunt Shell must have been that one more.
You gotta show her your blue tongue now. Get up close.
My birthday is a whole week celebration. That is right, Nana. It only happens once a year.
Yeah.
I gotta enjoy it. It's my time.
Well, we got some good ideas, guys, for doing some fun lives. I hope y'all enjoy this. Excuse me. I hope y'all enjoy going live with us. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we got some pretty good ideas for some different type of lives, I think.
I was gonna say towards the end, I was gonna say we'll tell them where we're going next week.
Okay.
If you want, or you can tell them now.
Yeah, it don't matter. We'll tell them in a little bit. But yeah, we got some really fun ideas for doing some lives. We definitely want to do one in the pig pen.
September 6th.
Yeah, we definitely thought about doing one in the pig pen, and I think next week we'll be in the garden. Yeah, I think next week we'll be in the garden with a little surprise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little surprise. It ain't gonna be a surprise live. I think it'll be about the same time, but I think we're gonna do something a little different. Let him have some fun. We're gonna have y'all enjoy next week's live. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I just remembered. Sorry. Back to the garden. Sue, peppers are growing too, and they're ready. I want the jalapenos a little bit longer, so they're a little bit hotter. Those are ready. Your banana peppers. Okay. And yeah, my sister does celebrate all month too, so I guess it's a family thing, celebrating birthdays forever. And the bell peppers are ready. Emma's been eating a few of those.
Oh, you'd love it. You just walk up and down the rows and just
I want to meet
You
you.
wouldn't want to go back in. Yeah, I would too. I would love to.
Because I've seen you around
Hello.
on the different medias and all that.
Hello from Oregon, Katie.
Mason doesn't ride the pigs.
Katie.
Have you ridden
How
the
you
pigs?
doing, Katie? What's that?
Mason ridden the pigs? I know
Yeah.
Emma does. She
Yeah,
insists.
Emma rides them.
When she says she wants to ride a pig, she has to ride every one of them. We are not allowed to leave until every one of them.
And they're getting bigger.
And she watches which one she's touched. The other day we took her up there, and she was pulling not pulling, but like stretching out their tails because they're curling. And so she was having fun with that while they were just eating, and they didn't mind. And then she got on every one of them, and she locked on her legs, and she had a blast with it. I should have videoed it, but I was up there I wasn't by myself, but it wouldn't have been easy to film her and make sure she didn't get bucked off of a pig into the thing. So.
Well, thank you, Katie. We really appreciate that. I'm glad. If there's anything y'all ever want to see, like I say, leave them in the comments.
As I say, we can show you inside the.
Yeah, we can go inside the chicken coop here in a second. My age now, we stop celebrating. We count backwards. That's right. I just want to stop at 50. I think I'm done. I'm done with the birthdays. Always rode off pigs. I tell you what, they're getting bigger. He was even saying today when we were headed to the store, he's like, they're getting a little more intimidating now because they're getting to where every time you walk in the pen, they put their mouth. They ain't bit us. Last year we got bit a couple times, but I said, I wonder if we're getting.
They've nipped at my leg.
Yeah, they're getting nippy. They want that food right then. They want that food right then. So it won't be long. We'll just be dumping the food over the pen, then going in. How's Soda Pop, Joy? Soda Pop may be going tomorrow.
Mason, you want to tell them? Yeah. Why are we getting rid of Soda Pop?
Why are we getting rid of Soda Pop?
Because he's dragging eggs out of the box.
Yeah, he's eating eggs, and we're actually, the other reason is we're slightly worried. He's the last of our turkeys left, and we're worried that he's going to be gone. I actually thought last night he was gone because we put up all the birds, and then I actually came back out because Emma had chased off the ducks, so we couldn't get them up. She was making it difficult, and so Mason and I came back out here right at like dusk or whatever, and Soda Pop still was nowhere to be seen. And I was like, well, Soda Pop was gone. But then this morning I went to let him out, and there she stood right outside the door waiting for food.
Yeah, she's getting to where she takes off. The chicken pen's right over there. And she comes right through this field every morning and walks, like I say, there's the corn and all that stuff over there. But she goes right, I don't know where she's going because it's nothing but swamp back there. And she just ventures off. And she was just a meat bird. You know, she was bred for meat. And she's lived, I think, way past what she's supposed to have.
We can maybe do it after this.
Like I say, we lost our other 3 birds.
Yeah, the bird.
And we're not going to feed another one to the coyotes.
People are. Look how much people want.
Wow, you
Looking
got
for a mate,
35
yeah,
bucks.
maybe. I think that's what actually got all 3 of them. Because last year they would do the same thing. They would go way out in the woods and stuff. But for this year, some reason this year has just been a tough year.
And I know Paula mentioned the gem corn. It'd be awesome if it is ready in September, or even just slightly before, so you could see it once
How
it's.
much people are watching?
29 people are watching. Say thank you guys.
What
We
is
could-
that?
She says
She's excited to see
she'll be
the
good in a
garden.
crock pot. She sure will.
Yeah.
Good on that smoker. We took Mel when we cut Mel up. I don't know if y'all remember Mel. But we got about 16 pounds.
Of just breast.
Just breast was 16. It was a 16-pound breast, and we cut it in half. And my wife has been making turkey and dumplings with it. Oh my God, it's been so good, so good. They made some kind of Alfredo the other day.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I still got
a little
one big one I
tougher.
want to put on the smoker. I got half of it I want to put
And
on
we
the
got
smoker.
legs too, I think.
Yeah, I
don't
got the
we?
legs and the thighs. He was just a giant. He
Yeah,
was
that was
an
a
absolute
monster.
giant. And she's gonna be right there. She's just as big.
She's big.
I can't wait, Paula. That gem corn is going crazy. I can't believe how good it's growing. We ain't done nothing. I hadn't fertilized or anything. It's
Just watered it.
It's just growing. Everything is. Now the Silver Queen over here, I have fertilized it, but it's really weird. I guess some got fertilized better than the others because it seems like the top of the hill is still real short, and down here at the bottom end it's almost chest high. It's really, like I said, this is my first year growing corn, and I'm in this garden right here. I'm waiting on the deer to jump on it, but this garden is, of course, it was just a spur of the moment. I keep saying that. It was a spur of the moment thing, and I knew the deer were going to get us. But it's been super fun, though. A really good learning experience.
I was gonna say, when we do wrap the corn for Emma, I definitely want a video because
Oh yeah, we'll definitely video that.
she will be. She loves pink and
See what I'll tell
purple
you.
and all that, so she will.
She's gonna love it.
Yeah.
She's gonna love it.
Yeah, she
she's
loves-
gonna love it.
she loves
She's
her
gonna
girly
absolutely-
colors.
She is a. If you buy her a sucker or anything, everything has to be pink. It has to be pink. That is her absolute favorite. And that gem corn, Paul, I can't tell you how much I really appreciate it. How many more quarantine days does Kim have? Top of the hill. Corn has less water. Yeah, I thought that too. I hope she loves it. I hope she loves it. Man, she's going to absolutely love it. Okay, Kim just found out today that there's more people that come down. So every time somebody comes up with it, I believe she has to add the 2 weeks to her quarantine. And she just came over here a minute ago. I don't know if you just joined in or not. She just came over here a minute ago. And my poor wife just looks so sad. She hadn't been able to go out. We haven't done anything. It's just sad. Look at that
Yeah,
gem
you
corn. I can't
probably-
find it.
And my
I have to go
gardener,
online.
I
Patty,
think, had it.
Patty, I'll make sure you get some.
Yeah.
Emma mentioned. I'll tell y'all, Paula Wells, if y'all don't subscribe to her channel, you need to go subscribe to Paula Wells' channel. She's one of my
She's
moderators.
talking
And I
about
know a
you.
lot of you guys see her all the time moderating for other channels, but she's
said-
nice enough to send me that gem corn. Is growing like crazy. And I keep saying I got plans for it. I really don't want to say what my plans were. But I'm going to do just like she did. I'm going to send it to everybody. I'm going to spread it around. It's going to be super fun. I want everybody to be able to try that gem corn just because I thought it was super nice that Paula did that for us. And I figured we could sit in the house together as a family and break it all down and pack it up and ship it to everybody. And I just thought that was super sweet. And I thought that'd be the right thing to do, is to give it especially to my subscribers. I just thought that was super cool of Paula.
I told you about Emma.
So that's
saying
what
you're
we're going to
being
do with the
sweet.
gem corn. And of course, I'm going to send some to some other channels as well, but that'd be stupid
That's
not
right there,
to.
yeah. Oh, and that one she says, I hope
Just
she
got a
loves it too,
channel.
Paula.
Oh, awesome.
Katie would like to see.
Paula, we do really
a walk
appreciate it.
tour of the
That's
corn.
so sweet. You don't just do a lot for us. You do a lot for everybody. Everywhere I go, there you are. I got to go now. Okay. Hey, see you guys tomorrow, Dave. I know we go a little long. We said today we're going to keep it to an hour. I promise tonight, fish tacos. Papa's cooking tonight. I should do a cooking with Papa video. Fish tacos are one of my favorite things ever. If Dawn and Kim are on here, that's one of my favorite things to cook. Fish tacos. I love them.
Make a cooking video.
Oh, I do any cooking video?
Yes, you do. We could do a tour through the corn in a minute.
Paul Randall. on
Do you want it
Facebook.
live, Katie, or actual video?
Of what?
The corn tour.
Oh.
Is there any? I mean, yeah, we could show it to you.
Yeah, the corn's right there. I can turn it around and show you. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but you can see the swinging pans and all that stuff. That's the Silver Queen corn. That's the garden where all the deer are driving me crazy. I don't know if y'all can see that,
So
but
we
that's
can
that's
go
the.
walk up there real quick too.
Yeah, I guess we could walk around. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're not tethered down.
Little Feet Farm Homestead. Pig cam. Uh-oh. Dawn and Kim are doing a pig video.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, your notifications popped up.
Yeah. What do you think's mine or
Oh,
Patty Price?
catfish for the
tacos. Catfish.
tacos.
Let's see. What does it say?
Video quality is not
isn't
as good as
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. We figured that. We're down in this little valley, but
Hopefully, then if we do the garden next week,
Yeah.
it'll be better.
when is deer season open? For us, it's like September 12th. Georgia is, man, they cut you loose in Georgia. You're allowed 12 deer a year in Georgia. 12. 12. You can kill 10
Per
does.
person.
Per person. You can kill 10 does and 2 bucks. And I try to kill 12 every year. Like, of course, the last few years I hadn't been able to. The property I used to hunt next door to my other house, we had 365 acres, was just loaded with deer, and we could go out there and just kill deer almost every day. But out here, it's been a little tougher, believe it or not. What do you put on your fish tacos?
Coleslaw.
Yeah, I make a homemade coleslaw for them, and my wife's homemade salsa, and black beans, which I forgot to buy. I like black beans and jalapenos, and I like a red onion, and we load them up. Cheese, the white queso cheese. Load them up, and it's not really a taco. It's basically a giant rolled burrito. When we eat.
You don't
Man.
eat blue cheese.
These big bellies didn't come, they didn't just happen. We eat around here.
We do eat blue cheese, but not on our roast
Yeah.
tacos.
I don't
Yeah.
need. I don't need blue cheese.
Oh yeah, it sure is. Yeah, Kim's is going to be. We got about 6 minutes left. Y'all want to go in the chicken pen and look around?
Yeah, we can do the chicken pen.
Yeah, because I want to try to keep it to an hour this time, guys.
Is it
Like I
bad?
say, I promised to cook.
I was gonna say, do we want to show the garden so we can see if there's any
Yeah,
deer tracks?
if y'all want to
too?
walk around a little bit, y'all want to take a little walk. Let's see. We may have some black beans in the pantry. Oh, okay. Thanks, Mama. Let's go see what we'll walk out a little bit. If it goes out, I'm sorry, we're getting close to an hour. If it goes out, we may just let it go. And we love y'all to death. Y'all know that. Let's walk out here. This is kind of neat. And I know this tripod rattles. So man, I like walking around live.
1, 2, 3.
We had one fall over. A couple fall over. I think that was from the rain.
A lot of them looked like that with the rain.
Yeah, with the rain. We've had some huge rainstorms. But go out there in the middle of that corn, Mace, so they can get an idea how big it is.
Come here, homie.
It's getting pretty big. Go out and stand in that big tall stuff.
Trying to see if we got any.
So y'all can see it's getting pretty big.
Not yet.
See, this lower section down here is getting pretty good. It's that upper half way up there that's really not getting. Not sure. Like I said, this is my first time growing corn, but it turned out fair. We should be getting stalks pretty soon, I would think. And I don't see any deer tracks, thank goodness. Maybe because the beans are basically gone.
Come back, baby.
Yeah, they basically got the beans. As you can see, of course, the grass is coming up. And see, here's our beans. And see, here's some deer tracks here. You can see we walked through here, some beans. This was like, oh, see, here's a little bean coming on. There's a little bean
So
coming on. Y'all see
this
that?
one too?
Y'all see that? Oh, let's see. Let me get the camera right. Yeah, they got some little beans coming on. We may get some. We may get some.
Can I go see the swamp, Daddy?
You see, these are some new deer tracks here. There's new deer tracks. Trying to get the camera here. Here you can see where they walk
So
through.
there's some good ones right there.
Yeah, you can see they just get out here and walk through. These all look fairly old though. Here goes the alarm. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the alarm? Turn your computers down.
I forgot about that.
See, this thing don't work. This thing's a hunk of junk. We're over here trying to go live. There it goes. That's why we're getting deer in here. The thing don't work. I tell you what's going to work. It's going to be electricity. Electricity is going to work. But yeah, I'm thinking about replay on this. I can't do all that until I know I got some security up.
Best to try keeping the deer out,
But well, that was kind of neat.
So be safe, Patty.
You guys getting
Thanks
off?
for stopping in.
All right, yeah. Well, I guess we'll get ready to shut this down. I got to get in here and cook. Climb back over this fence.
Chickens one more time.
You want to go look at the chickens one more time, and then we'll close it down. Come on, Slick. Yeah. Next week's live is going to be a lot of fun. We got some pretty good ideas. We're going to be in the garden next week, right?
Yep, garden.
Garden tour
unless
next
it
week.
rains.
Unless it rains. But that's our
We might
plan
set up a tent.
for next week. Look at all these pears. These pears are just absolutely everywhere. This pear tree is loaded.
Well,
Loaded.
talk about that.
We'll go in the chicken coop. Then we'll let y'all go. You going in, buddy? Look at these birds. They're just nothing like the Cornish cross. Nothing like the Cornish cross. Let me close this. I can't see. It's all right. I'll hold this camera. And see, Cornish cross ain't nothing like that. They are fired up. No different to me than the Rhode Island Reds, you know?
Oh yeah, they look just like Rhode Island
Yeah.
Reds. Sorry, I was reading comments.
All right.
Yeah, electric wire would be a lot more fun to watch. Oops.
All right, well, I guess we're gonna go. Mason, you ready to tell everybody you love them to death?
Yeah, we're right up now.
I love you, Dad.
And we will see y'all next week, right?
Right, we'll see you on the next video.
On the next video. Guys, thank y'all so much. We're getting right at an hour. Let's see, they're huge. Yeah, good luck with the butchering tomorrow. It's
Thank
gonna be
you.
a lot of fun. We got some new folks coming in. I will be videoing tomorrow.
I'll have a
and-
little bit.
Yeah, we'll both probably be videoing. It won't be any meat cut. It won't be anything that'll get me a mark. Things are going pretty good for me, so I'm real scared to get a mark on my channel. But, Check out the simple double. Check out the simple double fence. Okay, never heard of that, Katie.
I think like you talked about, where you put 2 layers so that the deer won't jump in there.
Yeah, that's what Sean and them do at the peach orchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put out one row and then back it up like 3 foot or something. Yeah, I've heard of that too. But there's just time and money. You know, time and terrible depth perception. So too. Yeah, but Sean, he owns about 1,000-acre peach orchard up the road from us, and that's what he does. That's all he does. He keeps it really. I don't know why I hadn't done that before. Jesus is Lord. Thanks a lot, pal. Appreciate you stopping by. And we're gonna let y'all go. We're gonna let you go. I'll make sure I didn't miss any comments. But guys, we're gonna let y'all go. We will be recording the processing tomorrow. Mason will be there. We got some guests coming from another YouTube channel, some friends of mine that I've met on YouTube that I've been having a good time with. They'll be here tomorrow picking up some quail eggs. They may help us butcher. Dave and Darcy. And then we got another guy, I can't remember for the life of me now.
I want to say it's James.
James, yeah, James lives up the street. He's been commenting on a ton of my videos and stuff, so we got him coming out. But going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. We will be videoing that. Look forward to that coming out this week, guys. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm a rambler. Y'all got anything else? I love y'all to death, guys.
Make sure you tune in next week for the live.
The garden video is going to be fun.
Might be Saturday or Friday.
Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll let you everybody
We'll try
know.
keeping y'all posted.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun video. It's going to be some surprises in this garden video, too. We're going to have a ball next week, right?
Yep.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
See y'all. Have fun.